Got it.
You can write letters to the legislators, to the governor.
Can you put us on the air?
You can inform other friends. You can reach out to friends that aren't in our immediate region, but in other parts of the state, and remind them that this affects their institutions and their part of the state, and that we all need to work in this together. You can write letters to the editor. Students and community members can join other students from UNO and other campuses that will be going to Baton Rouge, I believe on November 10th, in order to express their concern. And you're going to hear a bit more of that, I believe, from Amy Mahler, who I've lost track of her in the audience. She's here, and we're going to bring her up in a few minutes. She is a student leader who has helped build an organization called Stand Up, a grassroots student organization, to help fight for further budget cuts. And it's just this that I have been hoping to see occur.
Okay.
It's the students of Nicholls and Fletcher and McNeese and Northwestern and LSU and everybody that need to begin to stand up and say it's your opportunity and access to education that's at risk here.
Of the phone book.
People can look at me and say the president or faculty members are all concerned about saving their
You're out
jobs.
now?
In truth, my job as a steward is one of protecting the future of this campus, so it serves this generation and it serves the next generation, and it's healthy enough to be there for the future. But students have the real voices, and they need to be the ones that speak up and have their parents and friends speak up and say that it's going to affect their access. There's a point of fact that we're facing here in the state right now, and I have lived and worked in 5 different states and systems. All of them have been rural institutions like Nicholls. And the reality is we are facing what I call a game of city, urban, large universities versus rural, regional, smaller universities.
Okay, but not the first.
And the truth is, from my experience, that oftentimes it's the bigger universities that continue to grow because of the budget formulas, state support, and state attitude. And it's more rural institutions and rural regions that really have to fight for support and attention. And in some ways, after being here 8 years, I look at our region and I see how much resource passes through and how much tax money goes to Baton Rouge. And the lack of attention or support that comes back to our region, it's a major source of concern. And it shows itself in education, K through 12, and higher education 2 to 4 year. So we're asking you to stay tuned with us, to follow the webpage, to communicate as much as you can with people, to keep them up on what's going on, and to learn more about what Nicholls really does in service to this region. And while you're doing that, you need to learn more about who our students are. Our students travel more, longer distances to this campus on a day-to-day basis. They have greater work hours outside of the campus, and they have greater family responsibilities outside the campus than the average student anywhere in the United States. Almost 34% higher combined hours than the average student. When I came here years ago, some of that surprised me. After 8 years, and now going down to Cocodrie and up and down the bayous and everything else, I know that distances are real. And we don't have the highways, the interstates that come through this immediate region that make access so easy. And it's a challenge for our students. Our students cannot add an hour or an hour and a half more to go into New Orleans, or to go to Baton Rouge, or to go to Hammond, or to go to Lafayette, or Lake Charles. It's a reality. That's why regional universities exist, like Nicholls and Northwestern and Monroe and the others. We exist to serve a region and to help that region mature. To me, that's what's at risk. And that's what we need to put on the table and ask state government to address. We cannot continue to have these further reductions without some attempt by government to partner with us in order to get through the future. If state government is willing to partner with us and work out arrangements where we can do some of the things that we need to do to be successful, then Nicholls will not have to see the further reductions in programs that could be so severely damaging to students. We can get through. We'll tighten our belts, but we can get through this next period of time, which could be 1 to 2 years. And that's what this is about. With that, I'm going to invite Amy Waller to come on up. I hope I've got her name correct. But Amy's going to come up and tell you a little bit about her grassroots organization. Then I'm going to invite, I know there's some folks from parish government and from some city organizations and others here. If anyone wants to make a comment, they're going to be welcome to do so. Amy?
Hi, thanks for coming. I'm one student of many in this auditorium who started an organization called Stand Up. Stand Up is a nonpartisan, nonprofit organization comprised of students, community partners, leaders, and individuals who are ready to fight for higher education in Louisiana. And I'm not just talking about Nicholls, I'm talking about across the board. We set up a website, www.standupforla.org. This is the global website. You can find out all the information about us. You can contact us if you have any questions, comments, concerns, or ideas about how to get the word out, or any programs or events that we could do as a benefit. We also have links to legislators that you can contact, which is what we would like you to do, write to them as much as you can. We have hard facts and how to donate. The reason we need donations is so that we can get the word out in brochures, postcards, pamphlets, flyers, posters. We would like to have this viral, and we want billboards too, so we're dreaming big. What you can do for us, 3 things. You can vote. Register to vote if you're not already registered, and go vote. Stay informed and do your civic duty. Right, to your legislators. Tell them how you're feeling. If you're upset about this and you're emotional, tell them, because they want to know this, and they need to know this today. And speak up about your concerns. If someone asks you, how do you feel about these budget cuts, and you are emotionally upset about this, you tell them, because that's what they need to know. So always speak up and don't fall down under. You can also join our leadership team. You can also go to the website, and there's also a /apply, www.standupforla.org/apply. And there are many, many leadership opportunities for students and community leaders, which we need. And you can volunteer. If you don't want to be in a leadership position, we have many events that we are planning, and we would like for you to come and help us pass out flyers or just talk about the cause. We also have a community effort that's helping us. It was started by Jane Block and Becky LeBlanc, and they have started to contact businesses in the area, and they're saying, you know, what's going to happen if Nicholls is not here? What are you going to do?